So now it's getting cold. I've had a lot of comments that have been asking, like, is this van a 4-season van? And technically it isn't. It's a 3-season. You can use it year-round. You just can't always have water in it. So looking at the outside, these are your water fills. Those are outdoors. It's not a deal breaker, but it definitely would be inconvenient in freezing weather to have your water fills outside. Underneath, we do have the gray water tank. It has a heating pad on it. It will keep it somewhat warm, but the gray water drain valve, which I have removed and capped off, is not heated, so it does freeze in there. You also have your low point drains on the outside. Still not a deal breaker. Most RVs have low point drains outside. So when we step inside the van, this is where it's gonna fail being a 4-season and just be a 3-season. You can still take this camping. You can use it as a camper. The batteries work fine. The cassette toilet works fine. It could freeze, but it's okay. You could take it inside somewhere and just thaw it out if it did. So this first cabinet, it's not heated, and it's like the heart of your whole system. So you got your water pump, your filter, and your holding tank for your fresh water, but there's no hot air inside this little cabinet. So if you did want to try to make this 4-season or use it in the winter, you probably should leave the cabinet door open, or at least try to get warm air to go back in there. Going back to the back, I kind of took one seat apart already, but underneath this first seat that's right in front of me, this is where your furnace sits. In a previous video, I already kind of like looked at this, but you'll see like your furnace, and then it has ductwork that comes out, and the ductwork goes into 4 different spots. First spot, underneath the bed. Just one piped in over there. Really kind of a useless spot for it, honestly, but that's where it comes out in one area. It has 2 more exits that happen underneath your bathroom. So right there, just kind of blows across the floor. And then it has 1 more that's actually inside the bathroom. So it's back there in the back. I mean, they took the effort to heat the bathroom up. I don't know why they didn't take the effort to heat up the fresh water tank and your water pump. But anyway, so following the water system, it all starts up here at the freshwater tank. It goes underneath the bathroom, which is nice and heated in there, so it's probably okay on the inside, just not the tank. It's going to come back. This is where your water heater and your furnace is. This is probably warm as well. Probably okay. It then passes through this little box they created. It makes kind of like a little shelf. It goes back to the back, which is where your spray port is in the back corner. And there's other stuff happening underneath this seat, but there's no heat actually ducted under the seat. Now, using the battery will make it warm, so it kind of can cover it a little bit if you're using your battery a lot, but otherwise there's no heat back there. Pipes continue around this corner. This is by where your fuse box is underneath this other seat. This is all your wiring in your van. But if you look down in there, there's a blue and a red line. Those are water lines. And that area is not heated. Those go to your sink by your door. So this whole section, this whole side of the van is not heated. Front to back, even in the very back, no heat at all. And not very good airflow. And you can see down here, that's exposed metal. That's the wheel well, the top of the wheel well. So that's super thin. The cold is going to penetrate through there like no problem. So this is where it fails being a 4-season, because these pipes over here on this whole side of the van will probably freeze if it's very cold. So when you look at all this, I think that you could, if you really wanted this to be a 4-season van, you could probably make it. You could probably reroute that vent to blow into there to keep your water warm. That's where your freshwater tank is, and once that goes, the whole thing's gone, and your water pump's in there too. And somehow get heat or vents open up on this side, I think you'll be fine. Also keep in mind, it's not going to freeze just because it's 32 degrees outside and the inside of your van is 60. Like, there's kind of you'll kind of be competing with outside, but in that case, you're probably okay. But take where I live, like, if it's negative 10 outside, and I'm trying to keep it 50 in here, when it's like negative 10, it really can't get up to 60 inside. It's going to get to be like 50, 55. In that battle, I think the outside's going to win. So these pipes that are close to the wall over here, the cold is going to be harder for me to push back with the heat, especially in spaces where the heat really can't penetrate anyway. So that's why this van's technically not a true 4-season. It does keep all the pipe work on the inside of the van, but it doesn't actually heat every part where the pipe is. There's other vans out there, I think like the Winnebago Revel. It has like a glycol system in its floor. So its floor is heated, and then your pipe work is all on top of your floor, and then you're good to go. And I think the Revel is considered a true 4-season. So next video, I will get into the aluminous tire carrier and just a review of that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.